is linked to many health benefits. But before I talk about the health benefits of making music, I must first talk about how we learn as human beings. We're born onto this earth as human beings. Duh. So what does that really mean then? At our very core, we absorb. Think of a newborn baby as a seed or a sponge that absorbs the surroundings. It's the best time to learn any skill is at a very young age, preferably before the age of 6. It's around that time when all we do is absorb. And we're continually learning. One of the health benefits to making music is it can improve the reading ability of dyslexic children. Other health benefits are physically and mentally. It helps keep our minds sharp. Since studying instruments and music requires much time and practice and learning, we begin to form new brain patterns, and our cells they form new connections in our minds, and it helps keep our mind sharp and our cognitive ability from declining caused by age. Other health benefits include bettering our moods and improving our self-esteem. Learning each instrument can be a little bit different. For example, learning a guitar versus learning the piano versus learning the saxophone. And when we put our minds to these instruments, when we begin learning these skills, we begin forming the new patterns in our mind to help with prevention of things like Alzheimer's and dyslexia and other traits like that. Learning a guitar, for example, a lot of times, especially with the electrical guitars, you might learn rock music, which is a lot different from learning a classical instrument, for example. Because a lot of our learning ability that comes with music and making music is the flow of it all. Because when you're in that natural flow as a human being in the music, that's when the real learning begins. But as you first start learning an instrument, it can be a little bit clumsy and you won't get near as much out of it than if you were to stick with the learning of the instruments. Because when you're first starting to learn, you're stopping and you're continually practicing and you have to memorize the verses and you don't have that flow. Some say that when you're in a musical band and you're up there for an hour or 2 or 3 hours straight up on stage and you're playing continuously, that's when you get the most benefit from your instruments. Starting to learn an instrument and then quitting isn't the right answer because you don't get that health benefit. And if you want to prevent Alzheimer's, dyslexia, and especially children, if you want to prevent these traits or help improve some of what's happening there, it's a good idea to pick up an instrument or two and begin learning it. They often say that a band actually leaves feeling better than the audience. But I think a lot of it is conditional in what kind of music that you're playing. Playing a rock band like Slipknot or other Evanescence or other rock music that doesn't have a natural flow on the earth is actually more disruptive, especially to a baby who absorbs energy. Now we know that babies have thoughts, but their thoughts are directly from other people. Babies themselves don't generate their own thoughts. It's not until about anywhere between 4 to 6 when we start generating our own thoughts. But as a baby, they say that the thoughts are actually attracted inside. But what I tell people, I go straight to the energy, because we know thoughts are energy. And if babies are directly receiving the thoughts from people around them, then they also receive the energy that surrounds them, like a seed with water. Learn music, and you'll be good. Thank you.